Thank you very much. I will be talking about the biodiversity data sharing processes, and I will try to highlight the challenges and the mitigation in place by the team. What I can start saying is that to get biodiversity data here in the country, in these days when we are trying to fight against the COVID-19, different restrictions have been put in place. So most of our work has been now done online, where we have to find out who has data, and then we see how we can get all of this data. However, the origin of the biodiversity data has been from different places, including public and private institutions here in the country, and most especially these ones which actually focus or emphasize on conservation biology. Because some of these institutions, like the Rwanda Environmental Management Authority or the Albertan Rift Conservation Association and others, conduct regular monitoring of wetlands. So through the assessments, they develop different technical reports that actually we are using in order to have their data. Secondly, we also get data from individual research where different people who are dedicated to carrying out biodiversity research in the country also have their raw data. We also approach these people and then we collaborate with them so that we can get their data as well. And some of these are colleagues at the University of Rwanda and also others who are affiliated to the University of Rwanda. Others, we also get secondary data from peer review. These are publications that can be found online. And what we do is simply to fetch and to extract the information that we are needing, entering them into the different templates we're having, following the Darwin Core standards. And then if there is a need of digitizing some of the data from published documents, yeah, the team also digitized them, and we have the data for the system. Lastly, but not the least, we also have different databases and online portals depending on the taxonomy group being worked on. Let's say, for example, you know, the Global Biodiversity Information Facility consists of a number of data sets that are open access. And we also harvest them, as my colleagues could show earlier in the functionalities. We have also these types of data to the system to complement those ones we have had from the top 3 data holders. Now, the process is after identifying all of those people who actually have data, the data holders, what we simply do is to network with them, collaborate with them, tracing back where they are putting their data. Sometimes they direct us to their social media platforms. And we, of course, go to those platforms and then we continue to work with them because, you know, the data that we were having also needs their metadata. So we have to continue to work with these data holders to have the information concerning the data that they have directed us to get. So we simply take all of this information into the dataset tracker. That's, yeah, will help us to track whom we have contacted, which data we have used, so that we can continue to track the processes. However, the major point is having all of this data, it's not really a simple process. As Prof. Elias mentioned earlier in his presentation, he discussed about the different people who give us data and the different people whom we have to visit to get the data. So trust me, this is not really a simple process because there is a number of barriers, including these psychological and cultural barriers where people don't have yet the knowledge about why should they share data. It is still a challenge among people. You tell them that, yeah, we are constructing this system and what we need is to feed in data concerning so and so taxon group. And yeah, they are like, why should I give you my data? I spend a lot of time collecting this data with some people's funds. And why should I just simply give you data for free? And some others continue to resist to provide data because they say, we don't have, let's say, a memorandum of understanding between your institution and ours. So you see, these are different processes that we have to pass through so that we can at least increase their awareness about why data is important for policy and decision making to conserve freshwater ecological system. Others understand that data is important, but they don't have the will to provide the data. The lack of the will is one of these also barriers that I'm mentioning. And yeah, a very good point is the privacy concern, where people who have data say, okay, I have this data, yes, but I'm afraid that you are going to use my data for any other purpose, such as your own publication, and etc. Of course, you understand that we need to work very closely with these people so that they can understand the gist and the essence or the significance of providing data to continue to build a system. Another interesting barrier is the lack of time. People are very busy nowadays, and all of these templates, such as the master list templates, the current data templates, requires really attention and then time so that they can feed in data. So yeah, people are willing to share data, but when you give them the templates to enter data, sometimes yeah, they will lack time, and this is how it hampers the processes of creating a new taxonomic module into the system. However, the team, after considering all these barriers and challenges that we are facing to get data to be shared to us, we have set some mitigation in place where of course we understand them. It is a new thing here. Most of the people don't know why they should share data, but after a continuous increased awareness about why data is important, why sharing data is essential, some people now have started understanding, and trust me, they even call you back to give you more updated data. This is a success that the team is making so far. And we acknowledge the people who actually provide data, and we explain to them that we shall take into consideration the copyright thing. And of course, we have to keep on gently reminding the data holders, the data providers, that we can get the data per se. So for this problem of time as a barrier, the team has dedicated also the time in order to get the raw data from the data holders and ourselves. What we do is to ingest the data into the templates, then through the processes of data cleaning and also mobilization. Well, I think that is all about the presentation. If you have your own experience about data sharing strategies, the challenges that maybe you are facing, or any advice that you are giving to the team to bridge the gap in data sharing, please, you're most welcome. Otherwise, I thank you very much.